Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is Big Girl Diary. Okay, she's an Energizer Bunny. She goes from, how can I say, harassing people, right? Preferably not people, but him, right? Justin Baldoni, a good-looking guy, right? Married, good-looking. And she, I don't want to call her a home wrecker, but she did wreck his home when he was married to, what's her name? Was it Scarlett Johansson? I think he was married to Scarlett Johansson, and then they were on some kind of movie, and there was some kind of like electricity, right? And then they got together. Now, she's saying that Justin Baldoni, him, was basically harassing her, providing or causing a toxic work environment, all this stuff, right? Then when he's like, oh my God, you're seeing all of this? That, promoting the movie, she turns it into some kind of beating, battered woman, all this other stuff. I mean, she did some extra stuff that wasn't in the contract, and it didn't help the movie. But however, he was able to salvage it and make something out of it. He sues her. He sues her. He sues everyone. Sues everyone. $400 million. Pay up. You and your husband come in having me go to your house and you harass me, pressure me, and then you want to bring your little monster Taylor Swift over so that she can get a director's credit. If you want to be a director, then direct. Don't be a horror show. Because you were hired as an actress, not as a director. But, so he fights back. He's like, no. Matter of fact, I'm going to release some stuff. And he did. Saw her in the part of the movie to where they're dancing. And then she's, doing other stuff. And he's just being a good actor. He goes along and then tries to reel her back in. And then she doesn't. She just goes off and does something else. I see why that section only had music, because there really should have been a dialogue, I believe. But then again, I'm not a director. But it would make sense for them to sit there and have a small conversation to where, patching the relationship back up. But that's not what happened. She had another thing in mind. I'm going to do it my way, or I'm going to blow this whole thing up. Oh, wow, that was good. Right? Well, however, when they get to court, and it's not even at the time for court, a lot of motions and preliminary stuff what they're doing, and she manages, I don't know, maybe a little money was put in, I don't know, maybe money sort of like went under a door or something like that. But a lot of his case was thrown out. Unfortunately, that she could get away with this. But however, what I thought was interesting was her schmectral case still exists. Now, wouldn't there have to be some type of togetherness, some type of chemical reaction, some type of physical going there and there and there, It's going to be quite interesting because I hope they televise this, Because if Evan Rachel Wood or Amber Heard is directing her, it would all make sense. It really, really would make sense. But however, we're still here, and these toxic women, oh my goodness, these toxic women. I don't know whether to feel sorry for him or not. I truly don't know. I don't know if he's as toxic as she is, or she's more toxic than he is. But if they are toxic together, then goodness gracious, Hollywood, OMG, you got two toxic people that found each other and procreated. Oh, please don't let. Okay, I'm going to leave that one alone right there. I'm going to leave it alone. But that's what's going on right here. That's what's going on. And if she has gotten away with it so far, that would be the third woman, fourth, because Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt. You see what you got? You see what you got? You should have stayed with Jennifer. You should have stayed with her, but now you had to have triple rated X, and that's exactly what you got. And you weren't happy with triple rated X because you cheated on triple rated X. Some people you just can't please. You really can't. But her right here, it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. But please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I want to thank you for stopping by.